What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Sly Cooper not being totally ruled out. Do not rule out Sly Cooper returning just yet. Now, many people had sent me this. Many people had told me about this, and there's no way of me thanking them all. So I do just want to say, if you did reach out in any way, I know I got some messages, some like ats on Twitter. Really appreciate it. And basically, this looks at the PlayStation Showcase, like the ad almost, or like really the commercial before the show. It definitely had a lot of meanings that honestly I wasn't even kind of aware of, consciously as I was watching it. Kind of like a chess match between them and Microsoft and Xbox in terms of who's winning and the moves they're making. That was really a big part of what the video was about, or the ad, commercial, whatever you want to say. But there were some subtle things throughout the entire thing. Obviously, in the very beginning, we got the God of War, the box cover for Ragnarok, if you were paying attention, which I think a lot of people saw it. Obviously, the Aloy statue was like right in front of our eyes. So there was a lot of Easter eggs. Well, at the 1 minute and 12-second mark, look to the left, there's literally the logo of Sly Cooper right there. So that's where it ends. That's literally where it ends, and it's where it starts and where it ends, right? Look, I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm not going to hide from it. I will look at anything at this point. I will grasp at straws, right? Being the saying that people would probably use. I'm not ashamed. Of course, there is that sense of like, you get so excited or you expect something so much that when it doesn't happen, like if you take it out on somebody, you take it out on Sony, like it's not really fair to them, like you're the one who did it. I mean, all that stuff, like I understand, and we've talked about that many times before, but how do you rationalize, how do you defend them from doing this? You know what I mean? Here's the thing, and I've said this in many videos, even over the past couple days. One of the things I'm most excited for, if we're only looking at PlayStation, I love games in general, right? I hate the console wars. I love all games. I try to give games a chance. But if we're looking just at Sony, yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever the PlayStation Showcase was to when you guys are seeing this video, it was a mix of things to come, but it was also almost a reminder, maybe like a slap in the face, like afterwards when people were like, well, where was this game? Where was that game? Kind of a slap in the face of like, the good news, if you look at it in a good way, is there's so much that can still come from, I mean, we don't know like 95% of what's coming from PlayStation. Even a thing like Insomniac, like they actually are working on 3 games. We saw 2. So like they still have a third. Sony Santa Monica, they're working on 2 games. We saw 1. So like half of them, even the stuff we saw, there's still more. You got Naughty Dog. We know, maybe Sucker Punch is doing Ghost 2, Sony Bend. Like there's just so the stuff that I guess the companies that they've worked with, and that applies, I would honestly say, to Sly Cooper. Now, was this a look? We know you're asking. It is happening. Here's a subtle hint. I really think that could be. Look, I guess retro or looking at hindsight 2020, whatever the saying is. I always get them confused, right? I have always said, and I still do believe it right now, Sly Cooper 5 is happening. I put a lot of stock into that Shepshelnik, or however you pronounce that name, right? I think he's a really good leaker. He's right way more than he's wrong. He's probably in like the top tier, like the elite tier of like gaming industry insiders in terms of who you should believe if you're gonna believe anybody. I put a lot of, and maybe I will be disappointed. Maybe Sly isn't happening, but I really doubt it. I really don't think so, and I'm putting a lot of stock into that. And you have that rumor of like, Sly 5 is in fact happening, and maybe that just started. You know what I mean? Maybe that's only like a last year or so that they've been working on it. And I will say, based off of what, besides, I guess, Wolverine, besides the Wolverine game from Insomniac, really the biggest theme from the PlayStation Showcase was games coming out relatively soon. I mean, I guess even Spider-Man 2, 2023, but honestly, I mean, we're all getting old, guys. It's only 2 years away. You know what I mean? So, we're moving very quickly in time. So, but really, the rest of them were like, this is coming out next year, it's coming out this year. Like, that was the theme of it. You know what I mean? So, to see Sly not there, but kind of a reference. I mean, there's no other way of putting it, right? It was referenced in this trailer. I really do think it's kind of a subtle hint of like, look, there are, and you could go very meta. You could go very like into, again, the idea of the chess game where, it's like a long game. Chess is a long, very strategic game, and they did not, whether they meant to or not, or, meant for it to come across or not, they did not show, very much really of what they themselves, what Sony in general has to give us, besides just a kind of a handful of things. They were all amazing things. I'm not saying those were bad, but, in the grand scheme of things, there's a lot more to come, and Sly was mentioned. So, you know, I'm putting it all in there. It's odd of me to do it because I do kind of pride myself on, you know, I'm a kind of a guy who's like in the middle, like I see both sides. I don't like to upset people, but I definitely tell it how it is, or I tell you guys how I feel about all these things. Like, I don't shy away from being honest. So it is a little odd of me to just say, like, I don't care about the side that says it's not real, like it is real. I mean, that's definitely risky, especially obviously if it's not, but I'm doing it. I really am. I really do believe in it. I am fine, you know, if I die on this blade of wanting Sly Cooper back. I mean, that's definitely something that I would sacrifice myself to. So I really think we're going to get a Sly one day, and that ad, that just adds more to it. I did not see it originally, but people, you know, immediately after were sending it to me, and I was like, holy dear Jesus. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think this is a subtle hint that, you know, it's happening, it's just not going to be for a while? But let me know. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. If you guys want to support us on Twitter or our second YouTube channel or Patreon or YouTube memberships, the links for all of those are in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.